Hi, dear.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Pretty slippery trail. Someone in here? Someone there? Someone down there? Shh. I think I hear somebody. Turn your light off. Turn your light off. Shh. Turn it off. Dark greetings, Legion of Explorers, and happy Halloween. My name is Sal, and this is another expedition log. This evening, I would like to settle into the darkness and to embrace the macabre within one of Baltimore's creepiest abandoned locations. As always, I hope you're all well out there, especially during this spooky season. This is my favorite time of year, and I couldn't think of a better way to spend an evening with you all than to trudge through some disgusting, moldy, rust-filled catacombs. Tonight, in this special Halloween episode, I'd like you all to come take a walk with me and my longtime best friend and rotten soldier, Fritz, as we lurk through the abandoned catacombs at Fort Armistead in Baltimore, Maryland. I heard through my Dead Mall PA stand-ins that this might also possibly be a rescue mission, as Marna the Mall PA lady is potentially being held captive in the catacombs. I do hope we find her. For this episode, I'd like to let the natural audio take the spotlight, so my commentary will be sparse as we explore. But before commencing this gruesome incantation, a few occult words from tonight's blood-curdling sponsors from the crypts of public access TV. Happy Halloween. And enjoy.
Welcome, viewers and ghouls. You're coming to the line of the ride, the Hell Ride, where we're showing you images and everything else, so please keep your hands inside the car. We don't want any loose limbs. Our first ride for you to go through will be the murder ride. Do enjoy.
These shows. Is that it?
No.
Where's the rest?
I paused for a moment because there's a pause in it.
Oh, pause.
Skin turns black with putrefaction gleam. Blood pours out like whipping cream. Yes, it's no fun being rotting and dead. It's no fun at all. Enough has been said.
Halloween can be scarier for parents than youngsters. After all, they're worried about their little ghosts and goblins who are out trick-or-treating.
So here are a few safety tips from Punchy, the spokesperson. Tell your children to stay in the neighborhood and to trick-or-treat in groups. Younger children should always be accompanied by a responsible adult.
Choose costumes that are loose, reflective, and fire-resistant. Always check the candy your children bring home before letting them eat it.
Best idea of all, why not have a Halloween party at home? A Halloween party for the neighborhood gives everyone a chance to dress up and play games.
Yes, remember, Halloween needn't be scary to be fun.
Before we get too deep into the catacombs, and especially when my dad shows up a bit later in the episode, I'm going to just prep you all that you might hear or see some things that can be classified as potty mouth. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that this episode is rated R, and that kids should have their earmuffs on if they happen to be nearby. With that said, let me tell you a few facts about this location before I let Fritz and Carousel take over the majority of the audio.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So the whole thing.
No kidding.
Lieutenant Colonel George Armistead served as an artillery officer during the War of 1812, receiving the honor to hand-deliver the captured British flags to President James Madison. After taking command of Fort McHenry in 1813, he ordered a flag so large that the British could see it from miles away. And due to his leadership and stalwart defense of Baltimore in 1814, it inspired Francis Scott Key to write The Star-Spangled Banner.
What did you find?
Someone had either like a bowl or some sort of thing and they wrote all over it and then they shattered it in the symbolic gesture.
Yeah. I hope their dreams came true. We can probably get down over here.
Skibbity-bop. What was the guy saying?
He was just watching us. He was curious what we were doing.
After the Civil War ended, the US government convened the Endicott Board in 1885 to create a system with new and more advanced weaponry. Between 1890 and 1910, forts at every major harbor in the United States were armed with Endicott system weapons, featuring 3 to 12-inch disappearing cannons with a range of 7 to 9 miles, housed in massive concrete structures, complete with electricity and shell lifts to easily arm the weapons.
Check it out.
During the armament of the Endicott period, construction began on a system to defend the Baltimore harbor in 1896, consisting of 4 batteries. The 12-inch Battery Winchester, Battery McFarland with 3 8-inch cannons, Battery Irons with 2 4.7-inch guns mounted on Armstrong carriages, and Battery Mudge with 2 3-inch rifles mounted on M1898 parapet mounts. Adjusting roughly for inflation, this cost the U.S. federal government about $5 million in 2021 money, and between 1900 and 1901, the defense of Fort Armistead was accepted into service.
Yeah.
Fort Armistead didn't officially serve as a prison or a series of catacombs. The massive concrete structure was designed to efficiently load the batteries with artillery rounds, with 2 roofed sections to shield the disappearing carriages for batteries Winchester and McFarland. The chutes with iron gates that you'll see a bit later were the pathways by which these shells would arrive to the cannons from the rooms below. It was a fascinating system and a brilliant bit of engineering, but definitely nothing that Fritz nor myself speculated when we saw them in person. World War I began in 1914 with the assassination of Austria's Archduke Franz Ferdinand, and by April of 1917, the US entered the war. It was around this time that the Endicott period armaments were being either dismantled to send abroad or decommissioned entirely. Batteries McFarland and Winchester were taken out of service in 1917 and 18, respectively, with battery Irons decommissioned earlier in 1913. Following the 1920 disarmament program, all 3-inch M1898 guns and carriages were scrapped, including Fort Armistead's Battery Mudge, removing the base from service in June of 1920, letting it go abandoned by 1923.
Keep on my 6.
Baltimore City claimed Fort Armistead as its property in 1928. However, as conflict escalated around the globe through the 30s, World War II erupted in 1939, with the US entering on December 11, 1941. Fort Armistead would be put back into service as an ammunition dump during World War II.
Come on. Come on.
Following the end of World War II, on September 2, 1945, Fort Armistead would once again be decommissioned for service, with the city of Baltimore reclaiming the property. Nothing was done with the site, and by 1952, it was reinstated as a military compound, with a 4-gun 90mm anti-aircraft battery put into service as tensions augmented during the Cold War.
Oh, yeah.
In 1954, Fort Armistead would be taken out of service for the last time, reclaimed for good by Baltimore City, and the Parks and Recreation Department actually invested time and money to make the new Fort Armistead Park a place that people could enjoy safely. The 45-acre tract of land received a new dedicated fishing and swimming area, and for a while, it made for a pretty nice destination for families to visit on a weekend.
There's no way I can pass through that. Oh. You find one?
I got it. So.
Oh, that's gross.
By the late 90s, the park was becoming increasingly more neglected and abused. But in 1999, it became the site for Baltimore's Starscape Festival, an overnight party/concert celebrating EDM, electronic dance music, with raves and tons of strobe lights. This would go on for 14 years. But in the end, city officials realized just how much of a liability the event was. They would party in these halls where we are right now. These are the rooms that they would party in while the music was going on the platform above them. During that last festival, temperatures were in the 90s, and no free water was available. The city sent 6 medic units, 3 EMS, 2 fire engines, 2 hazmat units, and 1 rescue boat to the final party, not counting all of the crews from the county. So it ended in 2012, and the park would continue its descent into depravity and dereliction. Fort Armistead seriously began to fall at the turn of the millennium, when tons of complaints came in about dozens of abandoned cats running around, and some sick knuckleheads even tied cats' legs together. I don't know why they would do it, but others were choking to death because they've outgrown their collars. There were efforts to save as many of these cats as they could, and they're all gone now. But through the years of the Starscape Festival, locals would become more prone to using the site for nefarious purposes. Drug use and prostitution ran rampant as a result of the attention the festival brought to the park, and these things haven't stopped since. While I haven't had any bad encounters here, I still wouldn't recommend exploring this place with your guard down. If you're gonna go, please be careful.
Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
What are you counting?
Condoms. 21, 22, 23.
You counting condoms?
24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Pretty sure that there's lucky number 29 right there.
Anything out here?
There's a, they had a good old time of it.
Is that one? No, that's a rapper. Isn't this how the Blair Witch started?
Oh my god. This is wild.
I know. Kick my six.
Yeah.
Let's just check this out real quick and we'll go in.
That was a really cool shot of you.
Oh yeah. Oh, some weave. It's hair. Oh, this thing is massive. How do we get back there? I'm a weirdo. What am I doing here? Fritz, come here. What do you think these things were? Those I think those are like vents or something.
Oh, those are, that's the rebar to reinforce those, and then they cut the lips. Look, you see what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 4. Start counting at any point. There's a lot of white claw.
Ain't no laws when you got claws.
Oh, stay up there.
I gotta get down without breaking my goddamn neck. I'm so proud of you. You filmed through that. I would have been upset if I did break my neck and you didn't film it. I taught you well. Shall we?
Dude, you got some wild parties here.
6. Someone in here?
It's me.
Someone was in here. Oh, gnarly. Are those crickets or are those spiders? Look at that. Oh. Wait, let me zoom in. Those are crickets.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wood.
On second thought, maybe we should have worn masks.
In the other room, probably. This is gnarly. Still alive? Careful. It's metal hanging down. It's a pillow. Yeah, people were sleeping in here. And there's crickets everywhere. Yeah, that's bad. That's rough and tumble. This is ready to go down. Look at this. Yeah, this place is done.
You don't think this mall works anymore?
I don't think this mall's gonna survive.
I feel like there's so few neighbors that I think we will. Did you see this? Oh, you missed it. Yeah, pretty sure. We've got a inflatable anal pumper plug and
Okay.
a 9-inch.
All right, well, I guess there's something for everybody in this world, right?
Sure is.
Let's give them some privacy, shall we? You think so? I'm pretty sure that was put there. I'm pretty sure that was put there so that whoever was living there could hear somebody coming. It's the troll toll. Fritz, come on. We got needles. Someone there?
Oh, hi, Sal, it's you. Come save me. You're my favorite. I shit myself a couple
Someone
times.
down there?
Sal, yes, it's me, your buddy Marna, the mall PA lady. We used to be best friends when you don't love me no more.
Fritz. Yeah. Is that somebody? Wait. I thought I heard somebody. Is someone down there?
Okay, camera, Sal, I get it. You suck, you bitch, you. You left me to rot and die. But narrator Sal saved me and he's my hero. I love him. I work for him now. Blow me, camera, Sal, and Fritz. I need a shower. Fuck, I stink. Oh, get me the fuck out of here.
I smell paint though.
While Camarcel and Fritz were pissing their pants, hearing voices around the catacombs, finishing up their tour of the place, I was the one that found Marna, the mall PA lady, locked up, chained up down in the catacombs. So I sent her back to Quite Studios so she can shower and get ready for future ExLogs, which thanks to me, she'll be back. But karma got Fritz and Camarcel right in the ass just as they were trying to leave.
Can't believe someone just left us here.
I just found a beer.
Can't believe it. And once the hops take reserve.
I think that's the last of the catacombs.
Can you do a quick?
You look good.
Yeah. Nice.
I wonder if there's a way up from down here. No, because they're back up there. So there's steps right there.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything past this. Come on, chap. You gotta be careful up here too. There's holes and stuff.
So this used to be where the cannon would go.
No, this is where they would publicly execute their captives.
And this is where the wheels would turn on these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, here's
This is
what they were screwed into.
You always see and hear how in Russia they have all those abandoned things, but you never think that America has them.
Yep. Yeah, so the gun, or the what was it called? The turret would be there, and it would probably go way up over this. And I guess it could fire by turning with this.
Right. This would turn it.
Yeah. So I've almost tripped like 6 times on these things.
Oh yeah.
And like this metal and all the needles and.
Oh, there's like a garret here. Cool. Man, I'm glad people are having some fun.
Is that VHS?
Oh my god.
Nah, there's no label on it.
Wait, that's a good one over there. Is that Stinker? Or a Season? Yeah, ooh, that's a good
Here, come back. Come here. Oh, creepy. Sure that flashlight's dead?
So I guess these bars, like someone saw through them?
Prisoners, still looking for him. Oh, and is this is probably the hinge that it went up and down on.
Oh yeah.
So like, it was probably attached. I think this one is still kind of in the same place.
Oh, this one they just pulled on it to
Or something,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it looks
they tore it down through the.
It looks
the
like
concrete.
this part rests on this, and the bars extend upward so that the whole thing could be covered.
Fucking cool, man. Very dangerous.
Right.
Yeah, that would be sexy. That would be some good shots.
Oh,
Like 2 guys decide to go film some footage of this abandoned naval base.
ew. Ew.
Did someone play Minecraft here, but like the real version? Because they literally just like. up,
Oh,
over,
so
up,
grainy.
over. They up and over the shit like right through this fucking mountain.
Oh, that's crazy. Sorry. It just ran right into you.
I'm so impressed I didn't.
So it's crazy though. That's where we entered the catacombs. That's the entrance. That is the entrance, guys. I mean, you saw other entrances, but going that entrance are no balls.
Yeah, careful.
Careful.
How does that even happen?
I don't know. Sledgehammer, probably.
There's another Magnum down there.
So what's your total count at for condoms?
Oh, fucking like 250, man. And that's a conservative estimate.
Oh yeah, that's gnarly. That's gnarly.
Huh? I always thought those dog houses are fancy with the dog door to the side. I thought I heard something.
You hear something? Wait, don't. Careful with that hole.
Holes over there.
Let's go around it.
Should we go up here?
Let's go around.
This is how we came up.
We came up right here, I know. Let's go around. I'm gonna put the light on.
Without going into that hole. It's right here. Right here.
Oof. I think it's just cars.
That doesn't sound like a cop car.
No.
That car with the neon under is definitely not a cop car.
I'm not worried about that.
Someone's up here to contribute more cops. Spanked out on that. Fresh bodies right here.
Oh, that's so creepy. Oh yeah, there's some shit going down. I bet it's a car meet.
Oh yeah? Are they gonna do low donuts?
Probably. Can you walk on the inside of me? Shut the fuck up.
That is what
Yeah, I know. So all that stuff was in those woods. You don't even know it's there.
See that bumper here?
What?
This bumper.
Oh yeah, that sucks. Let's walk out to the water. Car sounds sick, dude. I think I heard yours too. I used to have a Q50. Oh. Here, come here, come here. Come on. Watch the big puddles, man. Awesome. Awesome. Fort Armistead, huh?
No, and I mean, I guess that it does seem pretty dangerous with all like the broken bottles, but I don't think it's. Totally
Well, I always thought it was more dangerous. You run into somebody that's looking for some crank. They're trying to rob you for whatever you got on you.
Right. Oh, I see. Well, not this time of year, man.
What?
We just had New Year's. Those guys still have like 1-2 weeks of recharge, man.
They're all partied out.
They're all partied out. They don't have it in them. I mean, when you party and you party hard with crack and meth, you really need a solid week or two before you hit up that old.
Have a good day, man.
That old cruise ground.
All right, I think that's all she said for Fort Armistead.
Fort Armistead.
What is it? Fort Armistead.
Fort Armistead, yeah.
Ooh, I parked like an asshole. Look at that. All right, so me and Fritz are standing here in the parking lot, and there's some shady stuff going on over there. We were just in the hatch, in the cargo area of Nightwing, my truck, my SUV, and we were looking at some footage and talking about it. And then I decided to close the door to leave. And then I realized that my keys were in my go bag with all my camera gear in it. And now we're locked out. And my dad, Captain Sal, should have a spare key to my vehicle. Yeah, this is where we're at right now. It's ominous. And I have reindeer antlers and a red little nose on my car. Oh my God. Not good. Not good. Not good. Yeah, that's not gang activity. That's a car meet. So embarrassing.
I think that box is open.
I don't know. Liminal space much? Who knows what's down there? I mean, it's probably just a dock. That way.
Maybe I locked us out of the car. By pressing that.
I bet he's trying it right now. It's not working. Yes!
Yay!
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 You know,
Captain Sal!
I hate to say this, but you two together are a fucking disaster.
No!
No, what?
Wait,
Nice
What's
house.
he talking about?
let me see if this works. Let's just make sure. Come here. Park for a sec. Just park for a sec. Come here. Park for a sec. I'll show you. Let's show him.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's dressed for it.
He's fine. You're not.
They're waterproof.
Let's take Captain Sal in real quick. He just saved our fucking life.
You got your keys on?
Yeah, I got my keys. Come on, just real quick.
No, I'm not going there.
Come here. It's cool. It's cool. Come here. Come here.
They say it's
What the fuck you
the
going
experience.
Watch
The
yourself.
experience of a lifetime. They say it's one of the last things you can do.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm afraid of. Where the fuck?
I'll show you.
This used to be a, what was it?
Naval fort.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Now watch. You'll see. Watch the glass. How cracked out is this?
Yeah, well, guess what?
What's that?
That's exactly what it is, a crack fucking den. What the fuck is wrong with you two?
All right, well, that was a really fun adventure.
Well, yeah, I'm glad we shared that. And I'm doing what you better do, what you should do too. Get the fuck out of here.
When I told a few of my friends that I was headed out to Fort Armistead to film, their advice to me was, don't back your car into the spot. Park head first. This was such specific advice, so obviously I had to ask them why. I was told that I would be approached by folks peddling momentary love to the lowest bidder if they saw a car parked in its spot. When I brought Fritz along, I made sure to park head first. The last thing I needed was him getting hassled by local salesmen of seduction. When I went back for more footage during the daytime, I actually saw multiple cars backed into their spots, and some individuals walking around the park looking full of purpose, with a few of them actually meeting up above ground. I chose to end my investigation there, but just know, if you do plan to explore this place, please, for the love of anything, do it for me. Park your car in the spot head first. Don't back in. In the grand scheme of time and history, Fort Armistead has lived a fairly inconsequential life. It saw little to no action in its military days, either during an active conflict or as a passive ammunition depot. And during its tenure under the Baltimore City Parks and Rec Department, its best years were in the 60s. The only bright spot I could find about this location was from a 2001 Baltimore Sun article, in which 72-year-old resident at the time, Norman Benton, reflected on his childhood years of swimming and fishing in Fort Armistead Park. Then member of the Maryland House of Delegates, Joan Cadden, recalled visiting Fort Armistead every year as a child for Easter egg hunts or to watch ships navigate to the Baltimore harbor. She even recollected the park to have also had a playground on premises.
I love abandoned shit.
But today, Fort Armistead provides the necessary veil and shadows for deviants to roam the catacombs in search of whatever the hell good time they think their money will get them that day. And the city has all but turned a blind eye to the miscreant practices that stain this former military compound. As we get our last few glimpses of Fort Armistead here, you can form your own opinion. I have mine, I'll keep it to myself, but what do you think these people are doing here? I want to hope that these people are here just to meet up and say hi, old buddies, but I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you think goes on at Fort Armistead. Are you a local? Are you one of these people? If you want to set the record straight, let me know down in the comments. I'd really love to hear from the other locals what they think goes on here, or what they know goes on here. If the public is misconceived about what happens here, please help me set the record straight. But man, these people walking around here, they look like they're just up to no good. Those shifty looks, I just don't know. But again, let me know down in the comments what you think is going on here. And if you're local and you do frequent this place, let me know what happens here.
Hi dear.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
All right, look, I'm not a judgmental guy. I don't care what goes on here. These people, let them do what they want to do. You want to be you, you be you. But I know I'm going to get comments from my fellow Baltimore City residents saying, hey, you're making Baltimore look bad. But come on, these people look like the cat that ate the canary. What do you think they're doing? I'll say it again. If you are one of these people, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to talk to you. Come set the record straight, or don't set the record straight. Maybe you are doing what everybody thinks you're doing. But let's talk about it. Let's start that dialogue of what actually goes on at Fort Armistead. I'd like to thank all of you for watching this special Halloween episode, but I couldn't conclude this piece without giving a moment to the island counterpart to Fort Armistead. So let's take Quite Copter 1 out to Fort Carroll for a quick look. Fort Carroll was put into service after 2 years of construction on October 8, 1858. A lighthouse was added in 1898, which still stands to this day. That same year, the US entered into the Spanish-American War, but the batteries on Fort Carroll were completely outdated and useless, so new artillery was installed in 1900. The Army abandoned Fort Carroll after World War I ended in 1918. Multiple ideas were thrown around to repurpose the island, such as a new prison, or Mayor William Browning's idea in 1923 to add a gaudy electric "Welcome to Baltimore" sign. It wasn't until 1958 when the island was sold to Baltimore attorney Benjamin Eisenberg for the equivalent of $90,000 in 2021 money. While he wanted to build a casino on the island, plans were scrapped when he realized just how much it would cost to run electricity out there. Since then, the island has grown abandoned and overrun, with flora and various birds and animals placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 2015. I want to spend a special shout out to Fritz for just being awesome and my best friend for so many years now. Also to my dad for saving our ass when we got locked out of Nightwing. I'd also like to thank my patrons and elite explorers for supporting me directly. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Salvatore Amadeo, Facebook at Quite Studios, and to join my Discord, home of DMod. To join my Discord server, just download the Discord app, make an account, and head to discord.gg/dmod. When you join, you won't see most of the server, but after you answer the 2 questions in the moderator's ears channel, you'll get your role and you'll see the server. Also, go follow Fritz on Instagram at GeneKale. Links for everything are all down in my description. I'll be back soon with ExLog 99, but in the meantime, stay spooky out there, everyone. Take care of yourselves on All Hallows Eve, and have a terrifying night.
Where's the rest?
I paused for a moment because there's a pause in it.
Oh, pause.
Choose costumes that are loose, reflective, and fire resistant. Always check the candy your children bring home before letting them eat it.
Best idea of all, why not have a Halloween party at home? A Halloween party for the neighborhood gives everyone a chance to dress up and play games.
Yes, remember, Halloween needn't be scary to be fun.
Hey, you still there? If so, I hope you had an awesome Halloween. And here's my trick or treat for you. Origins of Quiet Studios. The first expedition with Fritz from 2009. Or so we think. Could have been earlier, not sure. Enjoy.
Well, meant to be. Yeah, make sure they don't go around there. Rock. Norm! Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna need a boat.
A bigger one or just a boat?
Straight up boat. We need a yacht. We need a yacht. Look, there's a big abyss down there. Fritz, move. I'm moving.
Norm. Dude, look at this. Look at this. GS
91.
You should.
It's one of the kids that escaped. All right, come on.
It means that was when the last crazy person escaped. He may still be here in this very place.
Tenderfoot.
Are you calling Tenderfoot now? Woo-hoo. Norm.
Tenderfoot.
Alright guys, testing in 3, 2, 1. I'd say about 1.5 feet. Hold on, Norm. I'm gonna check to see how deep the ground is.
Okay.
Watch this.
I'd rather you not do it like right here.
No, watch. Watch in front of you.
It's good. Fritz, you want to harbor?
Hold on. I'm lowering myself, dude. Dude, you're so missing this.
It's Trace? Trace missing it?
No, watch this. Dude, these things are working. Back up in case they ricochet. But I think they're gonna go in.
I don't think you should do that. What? You got some right here, so let me
Just move over. Not with your fingertips.
Norm. So let me ask you guys something. Oh. Guys. So you're here. You're in my woods. Your woods. Stop that. What are you doing? Whatever it is, I don't like. Taking out the foundation. Norm, it's getting lower. Dude, stop. Seriously. Madness. This is Sparta! We better get the fuck out of here. This is Sparta, I told you! Alright, put this in my bag.
Once again, thanks for watching and happy Halloween. If you got through all of that just now, you truly do belong to the Legion of Explorers at Quite Studios. Make sure you let me know in the Discord and I'll get you a special role. Love you all. See you in ExLog 99.